No, it's not. How about put a look on the window? It's for like stuff that we people stuff that's trying to get loose or stuff that we can.
Completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab down the middle. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together.
Yeah,
they really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Yeah,
and with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I think I'm
That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane.
Did you see this?
Racing down the left side.
They gave him.
The 20.
It's crazy.
Touchdown Mustangs. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he tacked on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Trying the left side. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down coming up. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
And the Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll take it himself. There he goes! And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Shakes off the defender. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Off the play fake. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They booted away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Wall. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Line getting set on second down. Just keep swinging it. Quickly complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now on 1st down from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
They hurt him right there.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons
It hurt
this
right
defense
there.
has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point splits the upright.
The only one that can do it.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
But hit me with that play that BJ did.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team.
I got
You
some
get
for
a guy
you off
like
the
this
bat.
that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after
Doing
play.
it like that.
That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the
Bro,
tackle.
what?
Open space at
Oh,
the
yeah, they
25.
getting off, man.
He's
They getting
brought
off.
down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Look,
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Mustang. Keep it going. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Vols want to move quickly.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline.
Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback making checks. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. Another Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown Mustangs. They take the lead with the 6. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Pulls it in down the sideline. Up to the races. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. play of the quarter coming. Give to the running back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same look.
Turning it on! No, he got loose! At the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Hey, you get listening to me.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, better look out! Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Timeout is They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll start this drive going to the air, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown ball! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff.
And he's going to bring this one out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. Flying down the right side. On the sideline, they built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
41, SMU, 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
On the set.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice.
Lets it fly. Got it inside the tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, SMU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12.
41, SMU, 29.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Vols will hustle to the line. They'll send the back in motion. This is a designed run. There he goes.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. To running room. They'll make the stop, but that first down off to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on...
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him, so we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Volunteers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Motion from the wide receiver. Powers forward. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown ball! And the route is on. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the fast...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense going to stop the clock with a championship chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
He'll start this drive firing. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
We'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Vols send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop and the